Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is the Goals Collab and it's hosted by Cool Cakes and Crafts with Amalia. So be sure and check her and the other collaborators out. They're all listed in the description below. September, I was honestly pretty epic fail for goals. I mean, if you just looked at the book. And I'm going to tell you, October I had some troubles too. But again, I don't know, for somebody who really didn't meet their goals, I'm pretty proud of myself. I made a ton of gratitude journals. I have several in my Etsy store and I've sold some already. And I really used my fall papers, which this really didn't take into account, right? Because part of it is if I have a seasonal stash, I want to be sure and use it, which is why I'm starting to hit Christmas now. But for something new, and for some of you, maybe you've been watching the different shows that are on. If you haven't watched Hot Mess House, be sure and watch that one. Maybe decluttering and tidying isn't new for you. If you know me, I'm a mess. I am a hot mess. To even think about having an organized craft room or having it tidied, having it set up in a way that I could walk into it in the morning, drink a cup of coffee and look around and it would be clean it's like a shift in thought process for me. And I really have been doing a ton of decluttering, editing, if you watch that other show, really kind of getting rid of stuff and not even stopping to think about how I'm getting rid of it. Just saying, do I love it? Nope. Okay, it goes. Is it bringing me joy? Nope, it goes. It goes, it goes, it goes. My pile was just called goes. Then it turned out that I found some girls down the street from me and they brought their wagon and took almost my whole pile. And I never had so much fun giving stuff away before. So that was really fun. I'm probably going to do that again. I've started another pile for them. But I am decluttering and tidying. And if you saw, I made a craft room video. I'm trying to make it so that I can use my counter to work on, not just cover it in stuff. And I will say at this moment, I'm having a little bit of a failure, but I'm trying to set up Christmas and do a giant reorganization project, a little like construction type deal in my craft room at the same time. So I got to cut myself some slack for that. If you're watching my updates videos and following me on Instagram, then you're in the loop and it's fun. It's going to be fun. Make something blue. I didn't. I really didn't use blue in fall stuff, but then I saw a couple of projects where I was like, why didn't I do that? Craftinated, she's a planner person and she made a beautiful planner spread. I think it was for her November spread where she used craft colored cardstock and one of my absolute favorite blue washies with royal blue. So if you're a royal blue lover, use it in your fall stuff. It's gorgeous. I didn't even think about it. I made all those journals and really didn't work it in. So I thought, oh, well, I'm not going to because it's fall, but I should have. I learned. I'm not very good at like the color wheel and thinking about that stuff. I've been adding stuff into this journal. We're getting to the end of the year and I'm filling it up. I did an art journal page. It came out earlier this week and it was a Pooh Dahlia. It was the first dahlia that bloomed out of the dahlias that are named Pooh. And my friend gave them to me in honor of Pooh Bear after she passed away. It's kind of a neat page if you haven't seen that video. The 30-minute tidy for the month. This one was funny because I only intentionally set a timer on October 20th and tracked it. But after that, I did hours. I mean, I had several days where I probably did 3 hours a night, opening drawers, opening cupboards, going through bins. My cupboard of shame is not shameful. I mean, that goes back to my tidying thing. I still have a long way to go, don't get me wrong. And I am mortified at how my stash has grown in the last year. I had these collabs to try to use up my stash and reduce my stash, smash that small paper pad, goals, whatever. No, I think I need to stay home more, even more than we're staying home in COVID. And I think that's part of it. There isn't a lot to do this year, but I feel okay putting on my mask, going to Tuesday morning, getting some paper, coming home, washing my hands. Maybe I need to stop that routine. Crafty Friends Beach Spree event, nada. Hopefully we'll fill that last star this year. My quilt book pages, This is how far I got. I took the bin out of the cupboard and I thought, I need to work on these. And I think my approach will be, I'm going to put the bin not back in the cupboard. I'm going to put it in the lineup of projects that need to be done, like Eileen taught me. If it's in the next pile, then it will be on the radar instead of having these things that need to be done, but you never really think about when are you going to do them. Then for my 12 by 12 page kits, I'm definitely going to do the page that I talked about, which is like a 2020 page. If you recall, I was going to do it earlier and it was going to be all about COVID, and then the wildfires hit here in Oregon. So I just feel like I don't want to tempt anything, and I'm going to wait till the end of the year to do that. Like maybe the last week of the year, or maybe I'll just wait till January. I don't know, because it would have been all about COVID, and there were many, many other things that I would have wanted on my 2020 page. So then use up 2 things per month. I used a lot of like scraps, rejects, junk journal stuff in October, so I didn't really use as much up as you might have thought. I did use a Perfect Autumn, which was a Cartabella design. I had that in my stash when I opened everything up, so I used that one making gratitude journals. And then I used a couple of 6x6 partials, but one of them, I don't even know where the package was. I'm not sure what it was. The other one is Simple Stories, but I haven't quite finished it. And it's kind of funny because they were so skimpy, and they weren't even mine. They were from my friend Andrea, I think, or they were Noni's. They might have been Noni's, or one of each. We're not using up my stash like we planned, right? What we're doing is we're helping my friends clear out their stash. I don't know if that really counts in the grand scheme of things, so I didn't write that down because I haven't totally finished the last couple sheets anyway. It gives you an idea of what I was thinking about and where I'm headed. I think for 2021, as I think about my goals, I'm going to work in some mixed media. Those of you who have no spend or no shopping or no buying or whatever you want to call it, or a freeze, I might need to think about some of that for 2021. I really think that as crafters, we just get carried away. There's so much pretty stuff, and I know this is crazy talk, we don't need it all. Be sure and check everybody else out. I hope they all did amazing things and you get inspired. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.